ಇತ್ತೆ ಭಾಸ್ಕರ್ ಅಂಕಲ್ ಬತ್ತೇರಿ ಎಂಚಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ವಾರು
ಓಕೆ
ದಾದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ವಾರು ನಿಕುಲು ಭಾಸ್ಕರ್ ಅಂಕಲ್ಡ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್
ಸೊಲ್ಮೆಲು
ಭಾಸ್ಕರ್ ನನೊಂಜಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಉಂಡು ಎಂಚ ಉಲ್ಲಾರು ಅಂದಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ ಐ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂತು
ಪನ್ಲೆ ಎಂಚ
ಅಕ್ಕಲ್ ಪಂಡೇರು ಇರೇ ಕೇಂಡೇರು
ಸೊಲ್ಮೆಲು ಯಾನು ಸೌಖ್ಯ ನಿಕುಲು ಎಂಚ ಉಲ್ಲಾರು ಸೊಲ್ಮೆಲು ಯಾನು ಹುಷಾರುಲ್ಲೆ ನಿಕುಲು ಎಂಚ ಉಲ್ಲಾರು
ಹುಷಾರುಲ್ಲೆ ಏರೆಂಚ ಉಲ್ಲಾರು
ಯಾನ್ ಹುಷಾರುಲ್ಲೆ ಸೊಲ್ಮೆಲು.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸ್ವಾಮಿನಾಥನ್.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಅಂಕುಶ್. ಸ್ವಾಮಿನಾಥನ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಷಾರುಲ್ಲ ಈರೆಂಚೊಲ್ಲರು
ಯಾನ್ ಹುಷಾರುಲ್ಲೆ.
Good.
Let's see one more minute.
Yeah, Ankush. Encholler Ankush. Sanvi. Pallavi.
It's 1 second.
Solmelu.
Yeah.
Dash enchollare
ಹುಷಾರಲ್ಲ ಈರಿ ಎಂಚೊಲ್ಲರು.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಯಾನ್ ಹುಷಾರುಲ್ಲೆ. ಸ್ಯಾಮ್ ಎಂಚೊಲ್ಲರು
ಯಾನ್ ಹುಷಾರಿಲ್ಲೆ.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ರಾಘವ್ ಅಥರ್ ಶಿಲ್ಪಾ ಎಂಚೊಲ್ಲರು.
My name is Sami. My mom's name is Shilpa.
Oh, ಮಮ್ಮಿನ ಬುದ್ಧಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಇರ್ ಪನೋಡು ಅಮ್ಮನ ಪುದಾರೆ ಪನೋಡು. ಎನ್ನ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಪುದಾರೆ ಶಿಲ್ಪ. ಈರ್ನ ಪುದಾರ್ ದಾದೆ ಪಲ್ಲೆ ಸಮೈ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸಮೈ. ಓಕೆ ಭಾಸ್ಕರಣ್ಣ 4 ಅಂಡ.
4 ಅಂಡ್.
ಓಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಲ್ಪುಗ ಬಕ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆವಡ್.
ಓಕೆ.
ಓಕೆ. ಸೊಲ್ಮೆಲು ಪೂರ ಜನಕಲ. It was really nice to see all your assignments. It was really nice. If you go to the first assignment and today's or yesterday's assignment, you can see how much you have excelled. Right? Every day practice. So today Bhaskar uncle will take grammar classes.
We'll start, but before that, like I think there are some parents also, like just wanted to know how was the assignments. Was it too much or just right? So just parents nakuldanji prashne itrottu last week karina week assignments ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ದಿನಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂಜಿ ವಾಕ್ಯದಾತ ಮಲ್ಪೊಡು ಪಂಡದು ಆಯಪಂಡ ಕಲ್ತನ ಮದಪರ ಬಲ್ಲಿ ಪಂಡದು. ಸೊ is that okay enklante ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಲ್ಪಡ ದಾಯಪಂಡ ಜೋಕ್ಲೆ ಮಸ್ತ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು kids will have lot of other activities, so we just wanted to make sure that it is only not a burden, but they should enjoy and learn anja.
Yes. Anyone can unmute and speak.
Yeah, even kids or
the homework ಕೊಡ್ತೀನ it was like quite comfortable. So ಆತಲ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇತ್ತು ಜಿಜೋಕ್ಲಿಗ್ ಮಲ್ಪರೆಗ್.
Very good.
ಬೊಕ್ಕ ಒಂದು ಅವು ಅಗಲಿಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಇಡ್ಲ ಪನ್ನೋಡೆ
ಬರ್ಚಿ ತುಳುಟು ಹೊಂಡೆರ್ಡ ಯಾವ
ತುಳುಟು ಪಂಡೆ ಅವು ಅಕ್ಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾವಡು ಪಂಡ ದಯ ಪಂಡ
ಗೊತ್ತಾವಡು ಪಂಡದ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಬರೆ
ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಬರೇ ನಾವು so that they will know what they're saying, otherwise they will not know, right? So if they say in English also, that is fine, but okay, Ranjani Kuller, I think there's a limit of 2 minutes per video, it seems. So
okay. 5 times korditinate to jokulu first second time panamutta it was okay. By the time they were telling it for the third or fourth time, the sentence was going somewhere else.
It is okay, it is okay.
It's
that
okay.
was the first day, right? That is why it is happening. That is what I told you. First day, comparing to the first day's video to the yesterday's or today's video, there is a much better
improvement. Yes.
Because
last 2 days or 2 times because there were quite few sentences.
Correct. Because same, that just wanted to reduce that same thing repeating. Like they already know, right? Like already gottippundu. So
yes, they were enjoying. It was like for them.
2 in a net red word aklevante kastande megdi and megge and megge, so not all, few are like megdi and megge. If they practice, it is not difficult, it is very easy. Okay, Bhaskar, you continue.
Okay, Shreevalli, you wanted to ask something or do something?
No, that's it. I wanted to tell these things to them. That's it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Again, one more Sunday, one more eventful class we are going to have now. So, Karina class, last class. Just a second, my daughter has some problem with the
logging in. Okay. You can, if anyone has any question, you can ask. Yes, until Bhaskar uncle comes back.
I'm here. Okay, so okay. So login and go. Okay, so shall we start with the review, like what we did the last time? Okay, so that there is a continuity. So I'm going to share my screen, and today we will be talking a lot. We will be interacting a lot. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, can you see my share? Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, so today is 2/11/2024. This is the second class. Okay, let me project this one. Okay, this is the overall our meeting details and what all we are going to cover, what are they, all those things. And then today's class. There's some echo. Okay. Today's class, we will cover like an overview of the grammar, English grammar, and then we'll go to Tulu alphabets, then vowels, consonants, parts of speech, all those things. Okay. And if you need previous videos, it is here. I'll be sharing this like previous class videos, inauguration as well as class 1. It's here, and it's also there in the WhatsApp group. You can WhatsApp group description has all those links. You can join there and watch it. And as I said, this is our total the class details and the topics we are going to cover. And today's class is this one about alphabets, vowels, consonants, etc. Okay, so first let's do some review of the previous class, and then just wanted to know, add a small 1-minute clip about know your history, like about our Tulu language, Tulu culture, that kind of thing. And then a brief introduction to the English grammar, and then we'll jump into Tulu grammar. Okay. Then there is a homework. Then you have to send videos of the homework. Okay. So review of the previous class. Okay, before that, yeah, I just wanted to add this one. Know your history. Okay, so like, do any of you know who wrote the epic called Iliad? Anybody?
Was it Homer?
Yes. Yeah, that's Homer. Okay. So why I'm saying this is there is something similar to that that exists in our Tulu culture. Okay. So basically, Iliad, it is a collection of the epic. It's a poem that was sang by or transferred by parents to kids, kids to grandkids, like that. It was there for generation together, and Iliad compiled that, and then he published that. So it has 15,693 lines. This is one of the epic literature piece in the history. So similar to that, there is an epic in Tulu. Any guesses? Okay, it is also, it's called, in Tulu it's called as Pardana or Pardana, and it is transfer. It is like yeah. Somebody is talking? Anybody? Kerala? So, okay. This is something that is unique to Tulunadu. It is there in other places also, but it's special for Tulunadu because of the variety and the complexity and other things that exist. So it is called Tulunadu Siri. It's a Pardana. And this also passed on from father to son, then son to their kids, grandkids, like that, hundreds, probably thousands of years. So this has 15,686 lines. So like 7 lines or so less than the Iliad. And this was existed since hundreds, I don't know whether it's thousands, hundreds of years ago, and it was not written anywhere, but it was communicated, told from like father to son, then grandfather to their grandkids, like that. So this 15,687 lines of this poem that existed, that was like transferred from one generation to other generation. Then just imagine now, like we are trying to remember our exercise, like Yenna Pudar or Yenna Pudar Bhaskar, Irna Pudar Enchina. So we are trying to remember like 1 or 2 lines, but this is 15,686 lines that existed. So Professor Larry Hanko of Finland, Helsinki University of Finland, he recorded this 15,686 lines Pardana, this poem. It was sung by one called Gopala Naika, and he sang for 9 continuous days from morning to evening, and it was recorded, I think, in 1997. So this was Larry Hanko, Anneli Hanko, his wife. They are from Helsinki University of Finland, and then Dr. B.A. Vivek Rai. These 3 people are co-authored this book, and they printed it, and also they recorded. Okay, so okay, so that is about a piece of history. I just want to say that we have some epic thing that is in our Tulu culture that we are not really know much about that. Okay, so next, just wanted to recap what we talked last time, this thing, like how to introduce yourself, then introduce father, sister, mother, grandfather, all those things. I think you're all expert now. So we had a set of words here. So we can make any sentence from this, like Pudaru, Yenna, Akka, Ammel, Anna, Migdi, Amma, Ajji, Ajad, these kind of things. Okay. So basically, we had set up numbers, then we make sentences. If you see any of this thing, enna is my, then you have a keywords like Kudar, or then the name, your relative's name, all those things, then na, then again you say the Pudar, then you say the real names like Yenna, Ammana, Pudar, Lalita, like that. Yenna, Annana, Pudar, Abhishek. Those kind of things. Enna, Megdina, Pudar, Arya. So those kind of things. That's what we studied. Okay. So, okay, there's some question in the chat.
We got it. You don't look into chat.
Okay, okay, you have this, right? Okay, it's not a question. I think. Okay.
Yeah, Angadi means a synonym, that is like a.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. So, yeah, I had sent one YouTube video just to recap or refresh your knowledge about the grammar. It's basically, it says it outlines or says the basic parts of speech that exist in English language. So we are going to refresh that here, English grammar, and then we'll go to the Tulu grammar. Okay. Okay. So generally, what is a grammar? Grammar is the set of rules that explains how words are used in language, like both writing and speaking. So it's a rule, like whatever you write, you should be able to read, and whatever you read, you should be able to write. And it is set of rules saying that if everybody follows that rule, then the language can be spread, existed, they can understand that. That's basic the grammar. Then what is a sentence? It's basically a group of words that makes some kind of sense. Like if you say that I wrote some sentence and road, the I is working, am on. If I write like this, will you be able to understand that? No, right? So it's a sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense. So instead of the sentence I wrote there, you can, if you rearrange it as I am walking on the road, that makes sense, right? So that is it's a group. A sentence is a group of word. It's a group of word that makes a complete sense. Okay. So again, there's other. What are the components of the sentence? They are called as parts of speech, right? So a part of speech, it describes like each word, what role it plays in a sentence, and make a meaningful sentence. Okay. Then how many parts of speech are there in English? Well, you know, there are 8 of them. Okay.
Noun, pronoun,
Okay. Yeah.
adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection.
Okay, there are 8 of them. That makes a sentence. I think sometimes some people add more. They say it as 9 also. There may be some delimiter, extra, all those things. Okay. Now, just a question. Can you have a sentence which includes all the parts of speech? Yeah, there's a simple sentence here. Wow. You and Ansika are really smart to save money in the bank. This has all the parts of speech what we talked. Okay, so we can just go over this. This has nouns, Ansika, money, and bank. These are the nouns. I'm just this was just refreshing, just to saying you what all is there. Then you is the pronoun. Then are and save are the verbs. Then adverb is really. Then adjective to smart, something unique. Then conjunction is and. Then you have preposition. Then you have article. And there's one more that's called interjunction. Okay. So yeah, this is just to refresh, just in case if you need to refer, you can just, I will be sharing these slides, then you can just refer this. Okay. So that's about English. Now, let's go to Tulu grammar. We'll just have an overview today. So similar to any language, Tulu also has a very well developed grammar, set of grammar. And I had shared the link. I think I shared the book itself. So that is one of the earliest and very, very detailed and complete grammar book written by Reverend J. Bregel. And I shared that. You can refer to that. And also there are a lot of other, there are not many such sources available in the internet. So I think there are a few more such books. We can get those books and we can share with you guys. Okay. Okay. So in this, in Tulu, we are going to cover in the 3 sections. One is about the alphabets, then parts of speech, then sentences. So this 3 parts we'll cover. I think that will be in 3 classes. And then after that, we will be using all these to make conversation, sentences, all those kind of things. Like we have sections like conversation at home, conversation at grocery store, conversation at school, all those things. Okay. So that's basic. Okay. Okay. So let's get into Tulu. There are 2 types of alphabets in Tulu. Similar to English, there are these are vowels and consonants. You all know what are vowels and what are consonants. So we'll just go over that. We'll write these in English and then in Tulu, then in how it is pronounced, then in Kannada. So some of the examples are just to compare. Okay. Unlike in okay, how many vowels you have in English? Anybody?
Five.
Yeah. Okay. There are 5. So in Tulu, like any other Indic language. So when I say Indic language, that's language generally referred as the languages spoken in India. They are basically either Dravidian languages or they may be from the Sanskrit origin. Okay. So Tulu has 16 vowels and there are 34 consonants. And in that 25, they're called as classified consonants. And that means they are classified based on certain things. We'll see what it is. And there are 9 unclassified consonants. Okay. So in Tulu total, there are 50 alphabets. But sometimes some people, they refer it as 52. So those are not really used and they have no real day-to-days usage. Okay. So that's some overview of the language. Okay. So these are Tulu alphabets, and we are looking at vowels. Okay, if you see here, okay, there are 18 of them here. So those 2 are they're recently added. I said 16 at the beginning, but there are 18 here. If you see here, those are 2 they're recently added to the list. So the total, there are 18. That's because there are 2 vowels, they are unique to Tulu. Okay, so in this, like you may see noodles, chakli, those kind of things, alphabets, whatever you see in the blue box with the white letter, those are all Tulu. And the next you have English, and then you have Kannada in yellow box. Okay, so the first these are the vowels. The first one is, this is a, and so you have listed here in the bottom of that you have its equivalent in English and as well as equivalent in Kannada. I think you can ignore Kannada because you may not know what it is. So basically,
Bhaskar,
yeah.
Bhaskar, since there is English is not exactly equivalent, you may have to read it because, for example, A is written as A. So better to say to them.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. But yeah. So actually, yeah, we have a slide at the end how it is pronounced. Also, I'll show you that. Okay. So for now, yeah, the first letter is called A. So why we are teaching this is basically Tulu Lipi. Then there's English and Kannada. So the purpose of teaching showing this is you don't worry about the lipi what it is, but we want to teach you how to write a in English. But like say, for example, in our last class, we asked the question like, what is your mother's name? Or my mother's name is Lalita, like that. So you have mother. Mother, we call it as Amma, right? So we want to teach you Amma. So to write Amma, we wrote AMMA, right? So that means Amma. So there are many words in day-to-day life what we use in Tulu that cannot be written in 26 letters alphabets of English. So all these Indic languages, they have 50 like alphabets, I said. So in English, maybe like 3 letters may form a sound, a pronunciation. But those 3 letters, like one sound can be represented with a one character. So for example, if you see here, okay, you can do the next one. Okay, I'll show you. These are all yeah, you can say A here. So here this one, the one I'm pointing at, A. So you have one letter, you can represent these 2 letters of English. So those kind of things. So but there are no exact there are no exact equivalent like letter in English that corresponds to Tulu or in any of these Indic languages. So that's why we are trying to like give an approach, a method where you can write in English alphabet Tulu words. You don't need to write in Tulu because it's another big exercise of Tulu Lipi, but you can, Tulu, English, so you can write in that. Okay.
Can I add one thing, Bhaskar?
Yeah.
Okay. Indian languages are phonetic language. What you say is what you write.
Correct. Yeah.
When you say ma, in English it's the M-A. Whereas in Kannada, in Indian language, there will be one letter for each. What you say is exactly what is ga, ka. So we have all one letter. That is the difference compared to the English or Latin words.
Yeah. So that's what I meant. So for like whatever we speak in our language, we cannot write exact same thing with a single word in English. So that's why, yeah, it's a different. Yeah. Thanks, Martell, for giving another meaning of that. Okay. So here the first one is A, it's written as A here, and the second one is A. Okay, so we'll provide you the pronunciation at the end so that for every letter how it is pronounced, so you can you will be using that for your homework also. Okay, and the second, this is A, it's pronounced as A, and maybe I'll go to the next slide, then you can. Okay, okay, this A, and the second one is A, and third one is E. This is E, then U, U. So you write U for U, and U with a line. This is called, I think, revised Roman script. So in that it's U, U with a line, and wherever you see a English letter with a line above that, that means it is a long vowel. It's a long vowel. So okay, I should have told earlier also. Okay, there are in Tulu there are two sets of vowels. They are called short vowels and long vowels. So wherever you see a line over letter, they are called the long vowels. Okay, so that's A, this E, U, U, R, A, A. So these two are new. Actually, it has a symbol in Tulu. It is not right. If you see that these three are same, but there is a symbol before that that makes it A and A. So we'll fix that. Then I, O, Au, Aha. Okay, so these are 18 vowels in Tulu. Okay, so we talked about earlier about that. So just mention about like Prabhakara was saying what it means. So in this we are just giving some examples of that. So what I've done here is in Tulu there are, as I mentioned, short vowels and long vowels. Short vowels having like they're short, and the long vowels they have their longer duration. So like a. So if you see here here in the short vowels, these are all English vowels like A, I, U, E, O. Okay, so these are all used in English, the short vowels. Okay, so in Tulu, this is A. Here you say that the first one, this A, this is pronounced like U in but. How do you pronounce but? But is A, right? A. So when you write English letter A in Tulu, that means A. So if you want to write like Anya, so then the first letter you write is A is A. But if you write so for example, you want to write Anna in your last exercise, right? You have written Yanna, Annana, Pudaru, Abhishek, something like that, right? So A. So, but if you write A, how did we write A? It's A, N, N, A. A, N, N, A, Anna. But if you read, if a third person, if like, for example, if Sam is reading, then he doesn't, or person who like doesn't know anything about Tulu, he'll read as Anna, right? So he will read it as Anna because it's A, N, N, A, Anna. But in Tulu, it is Anna, right? So it has a different sound for each this vowel. So in this case, this is how this is pronounced, this A in Tulu, It is pronounced as a. So if you see, if you pronounce but is ba. What is the sound of u here? It's a, right? But, ba. So that is a. And the second one is I. It's I. Okay. So this I is pronounced as E. This is E. So pronounced like I in pig. So when you say pig, P-I-G, P-E, right? P. I represents E. Okay. So this is pig. I, pig. You can, there are hundreds of thousands of words. You can use any word, but this is E. So whenever there is a letter I in Tulu, like when you write a Tulu word in English alphabet, then I means it is E. Okay. So similarly, this short vowel U. So here pronounced like U in put. It's U, right? Pu, U. U says if put is put, pu, U, right? U. U sounds like U, right? So that is U. Here, if you see it, U is used for U. Okay. And then similarly, this is E. E is pronounced like E in the egg. A. This for A. So egg. Egg says A, right? E in the egg is A. Egg. Egg. A. So whenever you see a E in Tulu written in English alphabet, like the one we tried last time, so that means it's A. Okay, we will use all these notations and make sentences, and that's the whole purpose in the next 2 classes. And then after that, we'll use that to write in English and try to learn more conversation, more words, more in English, in Tulu, okay? Okay. So the next one is O. So it's pronounced like O in obey. This is obey, right? So O this is letter O. O is used for obey. And there's one more. So this is called A. So this is sixth one. This is unique in Tulu. It's A. If you see, there's some words in Tulu that you see it only in Tulu. No other Indic language. This is unique to Tulu. Say, for example, in a word in po-pa. Po-pa. Po-pa means it's that there is no equivalent alphabets in any of the other Indic languages, even in Hindi, Sanskrit, Tamil, all this. So that's called A. So like man, right? So that is written with A, yeah. Po-pa, like that. That's a word. Pa. So that sound comes from like that's for A. So in Tulu, you can write with the one letter, one alphabet, but in English, you may need 2 or more. Okay. So these are all short vowels.
But you know what symbol keeps popping up in writing in Tulu?
What is that?
Two. It keeps popping up.
I don't think he is talking to you. He is talking to his.
Okay, something. Okay. Then we talked about other thing. Okay, I will the long vowels. Okay, so when you write a short vowel with a dash or a small line above that letter, then it is treated as a long vowel. Okay, so here say there is a word called car. It's not kar. this is not car, right? This we pronounce as car. That means it has a long sound, long pronunciation. So this is called long vowels. So whenever there is a in Tulu, if you are writing car, then it will be C, then A with a line and R. This becomes car. Okay. So that represents R. This is long vowel. We saw in the previous this one, we saw here it's this short vowel, this for as in but. Okay. But in this case, we have a line here, and this represented with a letter with a line over that, and it's pronounced like it's a long vowel. We like stretch the pronunciation like car. So this is that letter R, and this is E. I with a line, this is pronounced as E. So it's like if you see the word eat, that means it's not it, right? It is eat. So that EA represents this E, this I with a line E. Okay. Then U. So U, like there's a word here, mood. Like it's not mood, like it is MOOD. It's mood. It's elongated. It's long. So that is mood. That is represented with U with a line. Okay. So then in Tulu it is represented like this. It's the one word. Okay. Then like letter E with a line above that, this represents A. We have seen in the previous case that's E. Here, if you see here in the short vowel, you see this is like an egg. An egg, it's A, right? And in this case, it's 8. E with the line becomes, it's in case of like 8, you say 8. It's a long vowel. Okay. So that is represented with this one letter A. Okay. And there is another word that is called it's I. It's either represented as EI or AI, AI, lowercase EI or AI, and it's pronounced like I in ice, say ice cream, I. So I represents I, right? Letter I. So I can have different, like based on the word you use, it may have, say in case of in here, if you say here in, it says E. But in case of I, it's using ice, it becomes ice, right? So ice, in that I represents letter I. So that is in Tulu, it is one letter. Okay. Then similarly O. You have seen here in the previous slide, it is O. It's a short vowel. O like in obey. And in this case, O is like old. It's old, right? Old, you stretch the vowel O. So in this word old. So this O with the line represents that. That's old. Okay. And there's another letter is called ow. Ow. So it's they use either OU or AU. So it's like if you see a word how, so that OW represents ow, right? Ow. So that's how it's how. Okay. So these are the short and long vowels. So we have, how many we have? Short, how many long we have? Sorry. How many short we have? 6 short and 7 long. Okay. So they all, see, all what we listed here is short and long. We try to map the Tulu pronunciation or the Tulu alphabet to an English alphabet so that we can write in Tulu, and whatever we write, we can read. Okay. So that's the purpose of this. Okay. So here I just listed everything here, what we had there. So it is Okay, here. See, we saw a, e, u, r, a, then I, o, au, aha. Okay, in this, this is the mix up short and long vowels. Okay, so if you see, the first one is always the short vowel, and the second one is like when you add a line, then you make it as a long, like that. E, u, like this. Okay, then r, ye, a, I, o, au, aha. So in this, the ones with green box over them, they exactly corresponds to their equivalent in English. And the one that is not there in, the one in the red boxes around them, they represent, there is no equivalent representation in English language for that. So those kind of sounds, they are either not used, or they are represented with the different set of rules, because there are so many like pronunciation rules or words. They have a meaning or way of pronunciation, but there are no specific rules. There are many such cases where some of these things, they don't, those words, they don't fall under any other rules. Okay, those kind of things. Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, and the last two, this aha. So there are cases like where you use this later, and these are also called as medium. Okay, so this is about all the vowels. Okay, so okay, now just want to sit back and just find out, did you guys understand anything, or is there something that you don't understand? You can unmute and say, will you be under? Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Let me continue then. Okay. Is it okay, Shreevalli?
Bhaskar, there is some questions. One is from Swaminathan,
Okay.
and one from Manju. You want to take it? You want to them?
Okay. Why does?
Wait 1 minute. Where is it?
Yeah. Okay. Why does a Kannada alphabet have these? Oh, okay. 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 Yeah, that is something new. I just mentioned, Manjunath, Anna. So what I mentioned is, this is in Tulu. There are some words: bete, pope, barpe. So if you write in Kannada, for example, or any other language, you write as barpe, right? You cannot write as barpe. Or you can for pope, that's what we talk, pope. But if you want to write in, there is no equivalent letter in alphabet in Kannada or Hindi or any other language. So that is a. So there are words with a as well as a. So like barpe, that's one of the things. You know? So if you write in Hindi or Kannada, you will write barpe. But there is a alphabet in Tulu that It's A with the a dirgha on the left side, so that makes A. Okay.
Hope Swaminathan understands this too. You got it now, right?
No, I
That's the
think he
same
answered to Manjunatha's question, but my question was there were 3 letters. A, and A all have 3 same letters in Tulu.
Oh, yeah. That's a typo. That's a mistake. Okay. Yeah. So basically, yeah, I'll show you. Actually, we have. Okay, let me.
Bhaskar, once you and now it's better to go to the little talking or anything because
Yeah. Okay.
the kids they may
Yeah.
not understand any of this. They are just
Yeah.
sitting there.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to this thing, right? Show you. So if you see here, this letter, this is A. It has the same this thing, right? It should have been like this. There should have been one more. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
Bhaskar,
yeah, this. Okay. Yeah.
because he may not know the
Yeah.
lipi.
Okay. Yeah. I just saying that it's
Better
just
to give
different.
him some example, like
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think we will just complete this one, consonants also.
okay.
Just over that, and maybe we can practice more based on this in the engineering homework.
Okay.
Okay, we have just 10 minutes. Okay, so yeah, we looked at the vowels. Now consonants. So in Tulu there are 50 consonants. Okay, in English you have 21, right? And in Tulu we have 34 of them. So they are like this is the list up here. So let me give some more details about that. Okay. They're classified as like okay, they're classified as 2 categories. That's one is classified consonants and other is unclassified consonants. Okay. In classified consonants, there are 5 types of them. One is called it's called the guttural class. So that is, these are the letters where we pronounce it from the oral cavity. So this is these are like, if you say your K is pronounced as ka, KHA as ka. You ignore about the other letters here. Okay, K. This is K is ka. This ka. This ka. This is ga. This is ga, and this is nga. Ka, ka, ga, ga, nga. Okay, so these are all, they are pronounced from the back of the oral cavity. That is the behind the neck, the throat. Okay, that's a oral cavity. That's where it's. So it's like they're all similar, like ka, ka, ga, ga, nga. Okay, and the other type of, they're called their palatal classes. So here the letters are like cha, cha, ja, ja, nya, cha, cha, ja, ja, nya. So these are all you pronounce by tongue raised against the hard palate. So you touch your upper part inside your mouth. So this is cha, cha, ja, ja, nya. Okay. So I'm just giving the these things. So we will be using this later. Okay. So basically, for every kind of sound we generally use talk, there's a letter. Okay. Then the third one is called cerebral class. So this is like this all called as TA, 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 da, da, na, ta, ta, da, da, na. So these are all like when you say when you pronounce these, the tongue is flat. or the concave, or it's curled. You bend your tongue like ta, like ta, tusk. If you're saying tusk, you bend your tongue. So ta, da, na. So these are the thing. I'll just go over this. Then we can do some exercise on that. Okay. Then the fourth one is called dental class. So here it's tongue touches the tooth, or tongue touches the teeth here. So whenever you pronounce these letters, these consonants, like th, 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 the, na, th, the, na. So these are called dental class. And the last one in that classified consonants, last one is called label class. So these are like they are pronounced just using the lips, just lip movement. Okay, like it's the letters is pa, b, ma, pa, ba, ma. So they touch the lip. So like in English, if you see it, for example, I was saying, right? So it's a letter this here we call as BHA. This makes b. So in Tulu or in Kannada, they have like just one alphabet to represent that. So in that's why some of the sounds or the words we pronounce in other languages cannot be exactly like I said, exactly pronounced or written in English. It can be written, but there is no specific rule to like pronounce that. So that's why sometimes like native Tulu speakers, whenever they talk English, it becomes a little different, and other way also true, I guess. Like I said, the word Anna. So it's in Tulu, it's called Anna, A-N-N-A. That's what we write. But here, when you like here, if you can see here, it's how it is. Na is written here. It's in the previous line. Okay, here na. So it's N-A, N with a dot, and A, that's na. At dot at the bottom, that's na. And in Tulu and Kannada, they are all it's like a single letter. Okay. And the last one is like unclassified consonants. So these are some of the consonants. They do not fall any of the 5 categories we listed earlier, like either labial, dental, cerebral, or any of those kind of, because they follow certain these things. So when I say labial, they all touch lips, and when I say dental, they all those letters, they touch the junction between the gum and the teeth. So those letters. So, but these are all used, but they don't follow a particular category of this. They're called as ya, ra, la, wa, sha, sa, ha, la. Okay. So these are all called as unclassified consonants. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, you don't need to remember too much about this, but you need to know, don't need to know about the Tulu and Kannada, what is written, but you need to know about the English version of that. Okay. So I think I have, yeah, here. Okay. So have everything is here. So all the 6 categories, the classified and unclassified, and in classified there are 5, and unclassified here. Okay. So you need to know the K means K, and KHA means Ka, then GA means Ga, like that. Okay. GHA means Ga, Na, like these things. Okay. So we will be doing giving some exercise like to write these kind of words. And also we give some example, and then based on that, you have to do homework based on that. Okay. So then for today, I think then we have next is homework. We'll give you the homework like every day, and we'll give at least 1 or 2 sentences per day, and then it'll keep on increasing. So in this case, we will be asking you like basically some of the word translation. How do you write this word in this, and then identifies what is how the pronunciation
The two left
in
at
the
the start.
sentences what you already learned, those kind of things. Okay. So okay, any questions?
No.
No, you guys are
America ಒಂಜಿ ತುಳುಕೂಟ ಓದಿತುಂಡೆ America ಒಂಜಿ ತುಳುಕೂಟ ಓದಿತುಂಡೆ ಅಖಿಲ ಅಮೇರಿಕ